Hey everybody, this is your captain speaking, and I feel that this week is the most healing week of astrology for all of 2021. I know that's a big statement, and I'm going to have to back it up, and I will, but it's not just about this week. The energy is going to keep flowing real strong for the next couple of months, and I'll have future videos. This video is about this week. It's going to keep on going, but this is the week you really want to start to get on the pleasure wave that is rolling into town right now. We're already in it. It's been happening for the last few days. Can you feel it? Can you feel a nice, yummy wave of pleasure kind of opening your heart? Well, that would be the Venus-Neptune conjunction that I call the heart chakra portal. We're in the heart chakra portal of 2021, everybody. Those of you who've been on the channel for a while will remember a couple years ago, we all as a group collectively set the intention to navigate into the heart chakra portal of 2019, that was. And then again, our group grew larger. And last year, we went through the second heart chakra portal, the heart chakra portal of 2020, a group intention to navigate this love vibe well, to be channels of this love vibe. You know what I'm saying? To let your heart open and flower and share those amazing vibes with the people around you, with the environment around you. That's what we're talking about. It's about melting our hearts into a healing oneness state where we connect with our higher selves and feel held, guided, and more at peace with things. That's what we're talking about. So it's been a Venus-Neptune conjunction that's been kicking in for the last few days. I'm recording this on March 8th. It's definitely been building. And the amazing thing is that it's also in a conjunction with the sun. And so from the perspective of the earth, we look towards the sun. It's a good practice to do it at sunrise and sunset right now. This is maybe the best week of the whole year for sunrise and sunset rituals where you connect with the divine love force, where you feel a kind of melted heart connection with your higher self. And you're able to kind of download that love from your higher self and feel it coursing through your veins and to feel it pulsing your love light out. You know, this is the week to really let your love light shine. You know what I'm saying? This is it. The week to let your love light shine. That's what the sun does. It helps things shine. And Venus shines pretty great herself. And Neptune doesn't so much shine as inspire. And yet at the same time, yes, Neptune has to do with the way in which the divine is found in light. That light is an expression of the divine. And how we are also lights and expressions of the divine. That's what we're talking about. Talking about a sun, Venus, Neptune, triple conjunction. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes Venus and Neptune will conjoin just on their own. Other times, like a couple of years ago, the moon and Mercury were there as well. Last year, it was more on its own, but with the moon at a certain point. This year, it's the sun and Venus and Neptune. The sun makes things really shine, really radiate their full potency, often with a kind of charisma. And so that's unique about this heart chakra portal, is it's a more radiant form of it, a more vibrant, more charismatic form of it with a lot of personality. And so I want to encourage you all, those of you who've been traveling through the previous heart chakras with me, to kind of open to the possibility that this could really have its own special, unique personality. This heart chakra portal that's been opening the last few days, and it's going to be there all the way until the 21st. So we're talking about really this week, all of next week. It's like that really yummy open heart energy is shining in the world. You want to look for it around you. Look how other people's love lights are shining upon you, and then recognize when you shine your love light on the other lights around you. See how they're seeing you with your love light shining. You know what I'm saying? Because the sun wants to be seen. We want to be seen shining our love light. And so if you let it shine on this week, you know what I'm saying? Look in the eyes of those who you're shining upon with your awesome love light and see them seeing you and celebrating your awesome, unique, beautiful love light. That's what we're talking about. And so this is me just saying one reason why I feel like this week has the most healing astrology for all of 2021. Number 2, we are getting the end of Mercury conjoining the Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto triple conjunction. Mercury has been going back and forth across this triple conjunction since the end of December, and definitely all of January and February, because Mercury went retrograde at a particular point in its cycle, to be going back and forth across this alignment. We're getting a couple of months of powerful energy there compared to what usually would just be a couple of weeks. And so it's a kind of super powered Mercury visiting this triple conjunction, and Mercury gives its gift of kind of learning and mental clarity, and its gift for kind of philosophical overviews, and for kind of big picture understanding of things that in a way that guides your philosophy of life. Talked about this a bit in the previous video about this year being all about the Philosopher's Stone. Well, this alignment that's happening this week is right at the end of a longer process where I would think that for some of you at least, there'd be a sense of the last 2 months being a time for real deep meditation and deep thought and a kind of bringing mental clarity to your understanding of what's been happening over the last year in terms of, it's deep meaning for you in your life going ahead. Mercury gives those kind of learnings and thought forms, and ultimately it's been Mercury just sitting really close to Jupiter in this last week or so, and very much right now. And Mercury with Jupiter is the combination of positive mental attitudes. And for me, I think that's one of the biggest lessons of this last year has been, how do you keep a positive attitude in the midst of really challenging times like we've had this last year? How do you keep a positive attitude of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude, focusing on the good things and not giving too much weight to the reality of the challenge? Yes, it's there, but ultimately find a way, okay, how can I focus on the positive here and have the positive mind state influence the choices that you make, making those choices from a place of hope, from a place of mental positivity. And so this is another big reason that I feel this is likely to be a very healing week in terms of the astrology. It's because Mercury and Jupiter are so close together in the sky, and I really want to encourage you to try to get out to see them that close together. It's a rare opportunity to see a Mercury-Jupiter conjunction, with Saturn also not too far away. That kind of thing only happens every 20 years or so. And so I hope you'll get out there over the next few days. It'll stay close until the end of the week. You'll get to see them together. And I've seen it twice now, and I'm going to try to get out to see it as much as possible. It's like these totally unique lights, the very piercing small light of Mercury together with the bigger brightness of Jupiter. And it's just like, as you gaze upon it, or just reflect on the two of them being next to each other in the sky, it's all about how can I bring in their gifts, their combined gift of positive mind states and also a sense of humor. Mercury-Jupiter definitely can have more of a sense of humor about things. And I think there's a likelihood of this week having a lot of humor, like some big laughs at the cosmic humor of the universe and how things play out, and how even though things can be really, really challenging, Saturn, right beside it is this hope and these positive potentials that couldn't come unless there were those difficult experiences. That kind of mental clarity is likely to come through this week with an especially strong quality of, just being in a positive mind state. When you're feeling more happy and more, just kind of joyful about what it is to be a human being and the amazing experiences that we get to have here, even though sometimes we don't have the best days or weeks or years even, there's still in the midst of it all the beauty of this place, the beauty of each other, the special connections that we can have with our animal friends and with our human friends and our human lovers and with the fields and the bunnies and all the rest. That's what I'm talking about, feeling the truth of that and how that redeems everything. It redeems all of the suffering, and there's a new kind of strength that comes. And I think the potential this week is for a kind of strong, positive mental attitude. It's not just a fleeting positive mental attitude, it's a kind of strengthened positivity that is one of the great gifts of the past year. And so, yes, tuning into your positive attitude going forward, how, after a year like this, you've got a kind of toughness that can build great things, can travel higher, more hopeful timelines. That's what we're talking about. And so these are the two primary things that I feel are contributing to this week being the most healing astrology for 2021. Two triple conjunctions, Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn on the one hand, and the Sun and Venus and Neptune on the other. By the way, I was saying earlier, in terms of visualizing the Sun, Venus, Neptune, I will have some awesome software to show it in the next video, which I've already recorded, so you'll be able to see that. But just for the moment, just visualize here we are on the Earth, and we are looking towards the Sun, obviously is next, and on the other side of the Sun is Venus, and of course way, way past the Sun, Venus, is Neptune. Just in perfect alignment with Earth, Sun, Venus, Neptune. On the one hand, not visible beyond just seeing the Sun. On the other hand, an alignment that you can see, Mercury with Jupiter and Saturn, all visible starting about an hour and 15 minutes before sunrise. And so, to be able to observe the one, all three of the triple conjunction versus just one, on the other hand, I think offers some really nice contrast to the kinds of energy that we're having here, like contrasting experiences of, on the one hand, a really intimate experience with the sun. Would recommend sunrise and sunset rituals. There's never been a better week and really a better 2 weeks for sunrise and sunset rituals where you really connect from a heart place with the sun herself, feeling your love for the sun and the sun's love for you. The way the sun's love light comes into your body, how she warms us up with her loving rays of kindness, and the way the sun makes things grow, the way the sun brings forth flowering. That's the kind of sunrise, sunset ritual I would recommend. There's never been a stronger likelihood for feeling like when you're looking at the sunrise or the sunset, you're looking straight ahead, eye to eye, and the chances to just feel yourself being bathed in that love, light, energy. And that leads us to our third reason why this week is so special. And it's that the moon is weaving it all together. The moon is weaving it all together. First, conjoining the Jupiter-Saturn-Mercury triple conjunction and really going across the longer alignment of Moon conjunct Pluto was today, Moon conjunct Saturn Tuesday, the 9th, and then Moon conjunct Jupiter and Mercury more on the 10th and the 11th. And then what happens is the moon goes on to the other alignment, the Sun, Venus, Neptune triple conjunction. And so, yes, it's the new moon conjunct the Venus-Neptune conjunction. That's particularly strong on the 13th and the 14th, really the 12th through the 14th, I feel is the crest of the whole thing. And I think that weekend in general is great for surfing pleasure waves. And so I hope you're all going to take the weekend fully off and call in to work if you have to. But yeah, plan some chill time, some yummy relaxation time where you get to have some soothing waters and some soothing contact with nature and people that you love. Venus-Neptune is soothing on her own, but then you add the moon to it, and the moon and her nurturing, caring gentleness, and you get the ultimate alignment of love and compassion, the ultimate alignment of empathy and sensitivity, a kind of caring sensitivity. And that's the kind of energy that you're likely to feel coming towards you, and also the kind of energy that's likely to be coming through you and channeled to others. And so I think in general, as we move towards the end of the week, to be opening the heart more and more, and just coming into the ultimate expressions of self-love, self-kindness, gentleness, and then also sharing that energy with others. It's such a special alignment, those few planets coming together for a kind of Kuan Yin energy descending into your life with healing, cleansing, sweet waters. And so yes, the moon's going across the whole thing this week. And for me, this is also about just bowing to each planet. This morning to Pluto, tomorrow Saturn, the next day it's Jupiter and Mercury. And then we say hello to Venus and the Sun and the Moon and Neptune. And for me, it's about making contact with this longer alignment of this whole last year and its monthly pulses of the moon conjoining Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. For me, this is the last time the moon's going across the alignment since the pandemic really kicked in last March 17th. Since then, I've gone out to be with this alignment every month to experience the moon with it. And each time it was like about, really feeling the support of those energies what I was calling the Council of Elders portal each month, where, yeah, the sense to be able to sit in council with wise elders and feel their care and support and guidance. I've been doing that all year, and it's just been such a special experience. And I feel that I'm just making the kind of last bow to the planets all being together up there this way. And yeah, so the likelihood of kind of crystallizing some real gifts from the year, and 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 for that to combine with this yummy spiritual love force energy. Yeah. So I'm urging you all to just surrender to the flow this week. Try to let go of your pre-programmed agenda and be open to some sweet waters coming into your life. We're heading into spring. That's another reason why I feel like this is a special week of healing. It's just when the energy starts to come back to life in the spring here in the Northern Hemisphere, and when things kind of cool off and things come into balance. And so, yes, that new energy is coming, and I'll have some more things to say about the next 2 months, because it's really not just about this being the ultimate week for healing for 2021. It's really a part of what I feel is the next 2 months, really strongly a sense of being, yeah, comforted and healed, where it's like we're coming out of the trauma of the past year, coming into some hope. And yes, and so just letting that hope come into your hearts and looking for that love to find you, surrendering to it when it comes, and becoming it to share with others. So I send you all blessings and love, and I'll have a next video out that actually shows you the charts and this awesome new software that I got, where you can see an incredible 3D model of the solar system that, yeah, can really help people feel into what exactly is going on a solar system scale. That'll be in the next video. But until then, sending love and light and blessings. Good morning, everybody. It's just beautiful here in San Francisco. I got up early to try to catch the Mercury-Jupiter-Saturn triple conjunction, which very soon is going to be a Moon-Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. Moon-Jupiter-Saturn-Mercury quadruple conjunction, I mean to say. And simultaneously, a Sun-Venus-Neptune triple conjunction. Yes! That doesn't happen every year, everybody. And you know what's going to happen after the moon goes across Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto? It just skips right across to the Sun, Venus, Neptune, making it a new moon conjunction with Venus and Neptune. Yes! I think this might be the best week for sky watching since the Great Conjunction in December. I mean, that wins the prize. But look at that. That right there is a Sun, Venus, Neptune triple conjunction. And Venus is right there, right where the sky is orange. It's not visible, of course. It's too close to the sun to be visible, but it's there. And look at the art it's creating. Wow, it's super pretty. Amazing Sun, Venus, Neptune bird song, everybody. They're singing to Venus. So you guys gotta get out there. Did I tell you? I saw the Mercury-Jupiter conjunction. I think I forgot to say. Very small chance of seeing it with clouds like that, but they peaked out for literally 30 seconds and I saw it. It was awesome. It was actually my first time in my life seeing a Mercury-Jupiter conjunction, which is hard for me to believe. But I did. 1 degree apart. It was awesome. Tomorrow, the skies of San Francisco are supposed to be totally clear, and I'm going to be out here again. And I encourage you to get out at least an hour before sunrise. You got to try to do an hour and 15 minutes. That's what I recommend. Because right in an hour, you can start to see the light of the sun coming. And you want it to be as dark as possible. Saturday's the day to really pray to the sunrise and the sunset, because it's a sun, moon, Venus, Neptune, really tight quadruple conjunction. See, and you're really likely to get super pretty skies. Venus painting her beauty across the sunlit clouds, like we're seeing right here. Oh my goodness. This could be special. Okay, I'll be back. This is your captain, signing off for now. Be back when the sun's closer. Love, light, forever. One, one, one. The lamps are different, but the light is the same. So many garish lamps in the dying brain's lamp shop. So many garish lamps in the dying brain's lamp shop. Forget about them. Concentrate on essence. Concentrate on light. Concentrate on essence. Concentrate on light. In lucid bliss, calmly smoking off its own holy fire, the light streams towards you from all things. The light streams towards you from all things. All people, all possible permutation of good, evil, thought, passion. All people, all possible permutation of good, evil, thought, passion. The lamps are different, but the light is the same. One matter, one energy, one light mind. One matter, one energy, one light mind. Endlessly emanating all things. One turning and burning diamond. One. Ground yourself, strip yourself down to blind, loving silence. Ground yourself, strip yourself down to blind, loving silence. Stay there until you see you are gazing at the light with its own ageless eyes.